I'm going to do my reading from my Believing in Myself Daily Meditations book. I did it this morning, and then, I just read it this morning. There's nothing to do, but I was going to record it. I want to try and record one of these every day, to the best of my ability. And then after this, I'm going to go for a bike ride with Hank, and then I'm going to come home, and I'm going to pass out, because I was up really late last night making those ribs. Yes, you found a rock. Okay. So, August 4th. He was my north, my south, my east, my west, my working week and Sunday rest, my noon, my midnight, my talk, my song. I thought that love would last forever. I was wrong. By W.H. Auden. I don't know who that was. Falling head over heels in love is about the sweetest tumble there is to take, but like all falls, it can be dangerous. We can lose ourselves in our fascination with our newfound beloved. We can literally get carried away from our senses on a sea of love. To allow another to be everything to us is not only injurious to the loved one, but a terrible disservice to ourselves. Being someone else's noon and midnight is a heavy responsibility. Is it really loving to create and hand over such a burden, especially if we've already placed that person on a pedestal too high for comfort? And what about ourselves? If the beloved is our talk and our song, what will become of our own ideas, our own music? The bedazzlement of a new relationship doesn't last forever. Sooner or later, our heads will clear and our perspective will be regained. In the meantime, we're wise to keep our feet as close to the ground as possible. To make anyone my all in all is to damage my self-esteem. And since the believing in myself is things about healing self-esteem, yeah, that's called codependency. It is just as potent and dangerous an addiction as any other substance. And, I'm a hardcore codependent, or I have been in the past. I've recently become pleased with, I've always been a highly autonomous human being. I do whatever I want, but I was always doing it within the framework of satisfying the emotional needs of others, and that was a leftover from my own childhood, and childhood itself is a traumatic experience for a lot of people, because you don't have any control over your financial situation, you don't have any control over the place that you live, you don't have any control over social situations a lot of the time, and so I adapted a way of being that made me highly sensitive to the wants of others and the needs of others at the expense of my own wants and needs. And then I just carried that into my relationship with my son's father. And and after a couple months of being single for a while, I was raring to get right back into the next codependency I could fucking latch onto. God damn it, I was not happy being without some sort of source of, I have to please this, and then I have to please this other person, and then that's my whole, existence. But, so, after a couple failed attempts at dating, because I didn't want to do that necessarily with new people, but I didn't know how not to, and that was a struggle. It was extremely unpleasant to deal with, and then being single for a while again, fully single for a while again, I personally am extremely enjoying making myself the source of my self-esteem as far as approval and being my own sun and moon and, setting my own schedule, my own time of day, just making decisions for my life and my family unit, me and Hank, my son and myself, by myself. That's been really pleasant. And, I don't know. I haven't decided how long I want this experience to last yet. I know that in the future I want a family, and I want to still maintain my autonomy within that family unit, like a partner, maybe more kids, maybe pets besides my cat, who does whatever he wants. That's another thing that I've noticed, is that, even within my codependencies and stuff, I have, I like to attract independent creatures. And it's funny, if the person that my dependence upon, my emotional codependency is based upon, isn't actually a highly independent human being, I can't do it. I can't do it. Like, even within codependency, I was extremely independent, and I kind of expected that. But so now, working on healthy routines and stuff, and just, so I've already learned this myself the hard way. To make anyone my all in all is to damage my own self-esteem, and I'm recovering from it. And so that's nice. And I will be back to do this again tomorrow, first thing in the morning, because it's easier than doing it in the evening when I'm tired and haggard. But yeah.